Fair.
Okay, so these, go ahead. I figured out which door this is now, I'm sorry.
Okay. So what did Mr. Martin do?
Walked into the residence from the backyard onto the deck.
Now, I've drawn a box around the 4 clips that we have discussed. Can you summarize the activity of those 4 clips for me, please?
It says Defense Exhibit XX 723P on 1118. Kit comes out of house on the porch. Defense Exhibit XX 724P on 1118. Kit come out to backyard. Exhibit 172 79P on 1118. Mr. Martin walks into the house from the backyard. Defense Exhibit XX 729P on 1118. Kit walks into the house from backyard.
Okay. Now, if you can reference the list in front of you again, did you show the jury any clips of Mr. Martin walking outside between 7:23 and 7:29 p.m.?
No, I did not.
Okay. So you never showed him leaving, you only showed him returning?
I showed him leaving and coming and going at various times.
Okay, well, we can refer to the list, that's fine. At 4:16 p.m., Commonwealth's Exhibit 169, Mr. Martin is inside at the end of the clip, correct?
Yes, at 4:16.
And your next exhibit that shows activity of Mr. Martin, which is 172, shows Mr. Martin walk inside from the backyard.
Correct.
So, did you show him leave between Exhibit 169 and 172?
No.
Okay, now I'm going to show you a clip of Mr. Martin's surveillance video that you presented to the jury. It's Commonwealth's Exhibit 173. Okay. This is at Channel 1, okay, 736. Is that what you show as Commonwealth's Exhibit 173?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me the timestamp on the video, please?
20:36:55.
Which is what time?
8:36 p.m. or 7:36.
On what day?
November 18th, 2015.
Thank you. And this is Channel 1. Can you please explain to the jury what we're watching? Were you able to see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you explain to the jury the activity you just observed of Mr. Martin at 11:18 at 7:37 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Martin walks out of the, if I remember correctly, I know he's on the back porch. Walks out onto the back porch, opens the screen door, German Shepherd comes in. Mr. Martin walks out that same screen door, is outside for a few seconds to a minute, comes back onto the screen porch, and then exits the screen door going towards the driveway, and then walks out towards South Main Street.
Now I'd like to show you a clip of Mr. Martin's surveillance video, Channel 3, from 7:36 p.m. on November the 18th. Same thing we did earlier, identical timestamps as yours, just different channels. Ours will be from Channel 3. Okay. This will be marked as Defense Exhibit 13A. Can you see the timestamp?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so date and time, please.
Date's November 18th, 2015. Timestamps 20:36:53, 8:36 p.m. Minus the hour would be 7:36 and 53 seconds p.m.
So this is the same activity we just watched. We're just going to watch it from a different angle, correct? Timestamps match your exhibit, Exhibit 173?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you please summarize the activity of Mr. Martin that we just watched?
Same thing as before. He walks out onto the back porch, walks over to the screen door, lets the German Shepherd in, then he walks out, dealing with the other German Shepherd, comes in, back onto the deck, takes the one German Shepherd, puts him back outside, then walks out the side screen door towards the driveway and then out towards South Main.
Thank you. Now I'd like to show you a clip of Mr. Martin's surveillance video, Channel 3, from 7:50 p.m. on November the 18th. It's being marked as Defense Exhibit 14A. Can you, well, I was going to have you tell me this timestamp, but I don't have a pause button. We'll do it again. Can you please tell me the timestamp?
It says 20:50:54.
Okay. And what is Mr. Martin doing?
Walks in from the driveway on the side porch door and then enters into the residence.
Thank you. And
Carrying something.
And 2050 is 7:50 p.m.
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
On November the 18th. Okay. Now, same thing as earlier. I've drawn a box around the clips that we've discussed. Okay. Can you summarize the activity in the box for me?
Yes, ma'am. Exhibit 173 is for 7:36 p.m. on November 18th. Mr. Martin walks out of the house. Defense Exhibit XX, 7:36 p. on 11/18. Mr. Martin walks out of house. Defense Exhibit XX, 7:50 p. on November 18th. Mr. Martin walks inside.
Okay. So at 7:36, Mr. Martin's leaving the house, walking outside, and at 7:50, Mr. Martin's walking back inside, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, look at your cheat sheet that I made for you there, the one we can continue to reference. Did you show the jury the clip of Mr. Martin walking outside at 7:36 p.m.?
You're referring to Exhibit 173?
Yes, sir, I am.
Yes, we showed the jury that.
Did you show the jury Mr. Martin returning or coming inside at 7:50 p.m.?
No, ma'am, we did not.
So you never showed him returning, you just showed him leave?
Yes, ma'am.
Lieutenant Smith, was it your idea to only show fragments of videos to create a story that fits your narrative?
No, ma'am, if it was up to me, we'd play the whole surveillance video.
Thank you very much. Nothing else.